This book I read like maybe a couple of weeks ago, okay? And I was on Facebook trolling around. It probably was like 2 o'clock in the morning because I don't sleep very well. I walk all night going through the change. Just something else I'm going through. And I saw on Facebook that someone was kind of raving about this book, so I decided to buy it. And yeah, I was up to like 8:30 reading that book. I could not totally put it down at all. I was in a sweat. I was anxious. I couldn't sleep. I think I ended up just staying up for the rest of the day because the book had me so excited that I just had this burst of energy all of a sudden. So these are the kind of books I like to read. Now I get on Amazon and review the book and act a total fool because that's how great their book was. The name of the book is called Shawty Got a Thang for Them Country Boys by Natisha Raynor. I hate to mispronounce people's names, but her name is Natisha Raynor. Okay, let's get into this. This book was basically about a character starting off Sunny, and she grew up in an environment where her mom was a kept woman. That's what she do. She was about her money. She was dealing with a dude. It was about her money and taking care of her kids. And as she got older, of course, being a product of your environment, that's the kind of thing that you fall into. And she met her, I'm going to say first boyfriend, because you know you might have plenty of boyfriends, but your real boyfriend, the one that you're actually in a relationship with, his name was Paper. I'm not going to tell the whole story or whatever, but basically I just kind of want to say that they end up separating. He went on the run and didn't tell her. So she didn't know what was up with that. She didn't know if he was dead, if he was alive, if he was another chick. She didn't even know. After a while, after so much time had passed, she decided to just go ahead and just get herself together, let it just marinate and just move on from the situation because she didn't know what was actually going on as far as what happened to him. So she moved on and she moved to North Carolina and she ran into her next lover. His name was Ugly. I thought that was funny. Anyway, and you know, they started doing a couple of things together and hanging together and getting money together, whatever, and they kind of got into their little Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing or whatever, and spending so much time, they started developing feelings for each other, and so on and so forth. But you know, it's too much like right for, us as writers, we got to kind of throw a wrench in there somewhere. I'm going to let y'all guess. So who pops back up after a period of time? Right. His ass. Paper. And of course, he got his reason and his explanation and, this, that, and the other. And of course, she still got feelings for him and all this kind of stuff. But Ugly had proven to be a really good dude and really liked her and really cared about her. Now, us as women, we always complaining about where our man at, where my man at, why things don't work out or whatever. And then when something comes good along, what we do? We mess it up with that fool who already proved to us that they wasn't about nothing. So she kind of like going back and forth with him. And of course, Ugly is getting a little irritated because he looking at her like, man, you done told me this whole story about this dude, and you got the nerve to even be thinking about going back that way, and what about me? This, that, and the other. And that's kind of like how things kind of went. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story, and I'm not going to, give away the ending and all that kind of stuff. But that was the basic of the story. And we'll have to kind of see what happened between her and Paper, or did she stay with Ugly and things like that. Now, ladies, this is what the problem is right here. Like, we know a dude ain't no good. He not already showed us he's not no good. He done did us dirty. Then we'll get with a good dude, and then we don't even know how to be with him because we still in love with bum nigga. Okay? See, what we need to do is we need to tell our heart to shut the hell up. That heifer done got us in so much trouble. Okay? She just needs to shut up and sit down before we bust her in the face. Because she always got something to say and got us all emotional and just making a whole bunch of bad decisions. And then we stuck with this fool. And then we wonder what could have happened with him over here because he was a better guy. Because he acting like who he always been. And then we can't even get mad because we the one took that fool back and threw away our good dude instead of just finding out what that was about. So anyway, my lesson is over. Basically, that's how this story kind of went. And it was a great read. You guys have to get this book. She did an awesome job on this book. Her flow was great. Her characters were likable. Everything was consistent. It was a nice, smooth read. Nice, fast pace. Nice. You just turning the pages. She did an excellent job. So good job, Natisha Raynor. And I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow because I have actually 2 books that I am going to review because they kind of go together in a way, not by the same author, but the same subject. So I figured I'd just go ahead and get both of them away. But until then, I hope you enjoy Hot Reads with Phil. And I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.